WWE Summerslam is in town this weekend, and tens of thousands are in town for the company's second biggest pay-per-view event, second only to WrestleMania.
Yeah, you know, it's no surprise after all. Professional wrestling has a very rich history right here in the Motor City. Legends such as the Sheik, Abdullah the Butcher, George the Animal Steele, and more have had such amazing matches right here in Detroit. As our Victor Williams shows us, dozens of others are hoping to add their name to the professional ranks, and they're doing it at a gym in Centerline.
For nearly 20 years, the House of Truth has been creating legends inside and outside of the squared circle. But many people that we're about to talk to are heading straight to the top.
You have a professional wrestling education. It's also to be an interviewer, to be a commentator, to be a manager, to be a wrestler, to be a promoter, to be all kinds of stuff.
Pro wrestlers from all over the world have had their start in Centerline, training at the legendary wrestling school, the House of Truth.
Danhausen on AEW, you know, it's like Alex Shelley, Impact World Champion, like, you know, they all came from the House of Truth right here. I'm a kid from Hamtramck. This is like a dream come true. Uh-oh. That was good.
The House of Truth has been training up-and-coming professional wrestlers who have been all around the country, both on the indie circuit and in mainstream promotions.
What we learn is the art form of professional wrestling, because a lot of it goes into it. Pro wrestling isn't about moves, it's about emotion.
Truth Martini is the founder in which the school has been named after, once a wrestler and manager in the legendary promotion Ring of Honor.
Always stay squared off with.
He now spends his days coaching new talent like Anton Coyden how to safely work and take moves in the ring over just a 12-week period.
I've always been the underdog. I've always been the one that people ignore. I've always been the one that, you know, people underestimate.
One of the first lessons is that even though pro wrestling is scripted, the injuries are very real.
I was just a kid doing this in my backyard. Now I'm actually in a ring. It's unbelievable, and yes, it actually hurts.
And believe it or not, you have to be tougher than the average to make it as a wrestler.
The first time that I actually got into the ring, we were doing a drill, and one of them was our up and overs, and I landed right on my knee. And I remember telling my fiance, oh man, I think I messed up my knee joint because I couldn't walk home. I was in pain, so much pain, probably more pain than I ever been in high school wrestling.
Dominic Baker is another up-and-comer hoping to one day become part of a well-known mainstream roster. He, however, has his own motivations for stepping into the ring.
My mother, who is no longer with us, died almost 10 years ago. I really hope she is watching up above, seeing how good I'm doing, because she was the very first person I told this dream about to her.
With some of the guys who have went on to become big stars, the sky is truly the limit.
Already it puts a smile on my face because I see these kids on day one, and then week by week, I just start seeing wings sprout, right? Where it starts translating into their real life. And then now in real life, they're more confident. In real life, they're talking to people better.
I wanted to go to a place that really helped to make people, like help to make so many different wrestlers become stars.
Hopefully, you know, it guides me in the right direction, and hopefully I can eventually one day main event WrestleMania or SummerSlam. That'd be pretty cool.
So classes are year-round right here in the House of Truth, and remember the names and faces you just saw, because chances are you might see them in the future. If you guys would like to go ahead and enroll in the House of Truth, you can go to hotwrestlingschool.com. Victor Williams, Local 4.
Oh, right, I was so nervous that he was going to be taken out at the end.
Do we need to go and check on Victor, because that slam looked crazy. He's been walking around the newsroom, not with the limp though, but he's
right?
Go check on him.
I know everyone here went, oh my goodness. We need a replay of that.
We want a replay.
At 11, we've got to replay that.
Victor, great job.
Needs to be
great
on a
story.
loop.
And
right?
School for this? This is cool.
Wow.
I don't know. I just hope my boys are not watching
Not watching
right now.
We're not doing this.
Mom, guess what we want to do?